us what Toronto's talking about tonight.
Good evening. A spike in the SARS case numbers tonight and more than 7,000 in quarantine.
But the SARS fighters say the new clear case definition is part of that, and the Maine infectious disease man thinks things are peaking right now.
Layering on our protections is the key.
We're now using the original SARS World Health Organization definition, and it means we have 33 probable and 29 suspect cases right now. Officials say the numbers seem disturbing, but if everybody does it right, this cluster should fizzle hopefully soon.
And we moved the whole 150 people back over to combat this phase 2.
Several undetected cases have inflated the quarantine numbers, and the diagnosis issue will remain a problem even after cluster 2 is history.
There's going to be other cases, but we're not the wave, I think, and it's my opinion, the wave that we've experienced this weekend, and including Monday night, that wave is behind us.
We have a lot of lessons learned from the first time around, which we're applying in this second round, and we're hopeful that we can bring it to a close within the foreseeable future.
I'm not here to bail the city of Toronto out of self-created problems.
The World Health Organization announced today that Montreal is being placed on the list of quarantine cities. All commercial flights into or out of Montreal have been cancelled.
Mid-August. With school openings 2 weeks away, health authorities weigh the risk of side effects, then announce compulsory vaccination of the entire city. Students without vaccination certificates will be turned away at the door. A strict quarantine order goes into effect. Those who refuse vaccination and quarantine will be detained.
Tonight,
Police are sent to padlock every business suspected of being contaminated with the disease.
Put on a scary movie.
If there are people who are non-compliant, there are definitely laws and public health powers that can quarantine people in mandatory settings. It's potential you could track people, put bracelets on their arms, have police and other setups to ensure quarantine is undertaken. It is better to be preemptive and precautionary and take the heat of people thinking you might be overreactionary, get ahead of the curve.
There are scientists who are warning that Canada may not be staying ahead of avian flu.
Says the virus has pandemic potential.
If we don't want another pandemic, we need to do everything that we possibly can.
And then think about whether you've overreacted later. But it's such a serious situation that I think decisive early action is the key. It is clear that we need stronger control.
Police checkpoints are set up on all the bridges, and everyone leaving the city is required to show proof of vaccination. Those who refuse to cooperate are taken away to temporary detention centers.
The plan calls for visitors to the islands to show their QR code when they exit, or else face a $1,000 fine. Amanda.
We speak our minds and we listen to each other.
While Canada is burning! Fires are burning in so many different areas.
We all want this to be over, but it's not going to be over.
It's time to get really serious.
It's absolutely true.
Vaccines in general are game changers. Certainly very excited to hear about yet another vaccine being approved.
But I think you've just answered it. Do we have vaccines?